From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, we've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's the Republicans and the Bears. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. Getting the nod in this one, Martin Digo.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. We'll elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
All right, ready to go here. Now it's the DH, Hunter Goodman.
Hunter Goodman.
On the ground to third. Jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Up the middle, Jeter. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. And gone. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0. Base is empty with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And he held back, according to Larry Bullard. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering misses down and away. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
2-2 to count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that'll do it. Back here at Rogers Center. And on the hill in this one, Matt Cain. How about a report on him, Chris?
The left fielder.
Boog, he's a guy that takes great care of himself because he wants to finish every game he starts. I think for any lineup that faces him, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats and run up that pitch count. Anything to help get him out of the game early.
Gets to it on to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Now the third baseman.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
That misses. 1-0. Cain, in his 14th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Gets him to chase after that one.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Baez fires over to first. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
Devers.
And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there.
That's inside.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Two outs, base is empty. Next one misses, and the count's even at 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. Off the plate inside. And that's ball 3. Draws the walk there. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Inside. And now it's even 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And there's a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Squeezes it, and that's the inning. Top of the second. Here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And he'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. High fly ball down the left field line. Anthony has a beat on it, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Digo comes to the plate. Bellinger goes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Runner goes again. Swings through it for the K. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Now here is Casey Schmidt. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That one in the dirt and gets away. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Bottom of the second. So here's Robert now. And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. Kane back to work. There's a strike.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Just missed.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fly ball center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now the right fielder, Ryan O'Hearn. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 2 away now. Now it's the second baseman, Junior Caminero. Siggy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. And that one is in for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Next pitch is inside. Now 1-2. This one high in the air to left center. Bellinger hauls it in to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. And now Josh Smith. Sliced hard but foul. Hard hit right side. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. So the batting order turns over. Now Hunter Goodman. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Late on that fastball.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
1 out, bases empty. Swings and misses, struck him out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Grounded out his first time.
Ozzie Albies.
And that skips in the dirt. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 outs. That's down and in.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And he grounds one back up the middle. On to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Set for the bottom of the third, and down the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. That clips the zone, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike. 0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. Anthony at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Ball, that's in.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Right back to him on the mound. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. now in Toronto. Devers now.
The third baseman.
Devers, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The wind of the pitch. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Digo winds and fires. This to third. Sends it to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Javi Baez digs in right side. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Out number 2. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Bellinger.
He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Anthony moving under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. And now the DH, Rafael Devers.
Devers.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these players, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Bellinger makes the grab, and there's one away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Two down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Derek Jeter. He's 0 for 1.
Derek Jeter.
To the right side, Albies. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. We go to the top of the 5th, and now it's going to be Ted Simmons. Digo back to work. That one lifted to left. Anthony on the move towards foul ground. And there's one down. Digging in, Ryan O'Hearn struck out swinging his first time. That one in the dirt. Ball 1.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Ground ball right side. Throw to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Casey Schmidt. Lifted in the air, right center field. Robert brings it in for the 3rd out. Bottom of the inning, Luis Robert now.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That's a little high, and it's 1-1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Up the middle. In plenty of time to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Number 32.
Ryan O'Hearn will hit next.
O'Hearn.
First pitch just misses. And that's a little bit high. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
And that one fouled off. Makes the catch for the second out. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jason Varitek.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
0-1.
O'Hearn leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone. Simmons down to first, and he's safe at first.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Anthony stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. And another ball. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Number 4 in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
2 outs. Bases are full. To the right side. Albies. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Top of the 6th inning. Now the left fielder, Josh Smith.
Josh Smith.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Robert moves under it. He's got it. And there's 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup. And next is the designated hitter, Hunter Goodman. 0 for 2 in this one.
Goodman.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Now coming into pinch hit, Evan Carter.
1 down, base is empty. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. Swing and a ball popped up under this one. Drops into the glove. 2 down. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Has grounded out a couple of times. And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
0-1's the count.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Robert moves under it. And that is that. Back here at Rogers Center. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers.
And fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Schmidt steps on the bag. One away, bottom of the 6th. And the batter now, Prince Fielder. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1.
Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Just missed. Smith, long run into the gap. Makes the grab for the 2nd out. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
The shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2 is the count.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Slings to first, and the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's Devers at the plate.
Devers.
And that one fouled off. The 0-1. That's a little bit low. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Here comes a pitch. And that skips in the dirt. Good eye in that spot.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike if he swings or not.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So here's Baez now. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To Jeter, out. Relay to first, double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
That one to first, and that's just foul. And a curve is down and in. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's fouled off. And that's in the dirt. Now 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. set for the last half of the seventh. Here's Luis
The center
Robert,
fielder,
also known as La Pantera.
Robert. Now pitching. Griffin Jax.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Big time
One
jam
ball,
right there.
2 strikes.
I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now Ryan O'Hearn, 1 for 2. Just off the inside edge.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate, where this guy could do some real damage.
Bellinger drifts towards it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. And now Junior Caminero. And a foul ball. Jax, 30 years old now, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto, ready to begin the 8th. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Ryan O'Hearn.
Number 32, Ryan O'Hearn.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Robert on the move. He's got it. There's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Casey
10,
Schmidt, the next to hit.
Schmidt.
Ripped to short. Sends it across to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. Jax back to work. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Smith on the move towards the line. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Roman Anthony getting ready to
left
hit.
Fielder, Roman Anthony.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Late on that fastball.
No
it might be
balls, 2
time
strikes.
to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just
1
spread
ball,
out. He's
2 strikes.
really late right now.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Here's the third
Now
baseman.
batting,
0 for 3
4.
in this one. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Josh Smith.
Josh Smith.
On the ground, right side, Caminero. The throw to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Now it's the DH, Evan Carter. And first offering is fouled off. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. That one pushed foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll be safe at first.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it clean.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Josh Hader. He has a great. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Go, and they got him. And that one got a piece of him.
First base.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one. Always off of first with 2 away. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt. Tag safe. And a wild pitch, and both runners are in scoring position. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. 1 run is in. Throws to second. Not in time. He's safe.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Man at second. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Bottom of the 9th. And the batter now, Rafael Devers.
Devers. Now pitching, Randy Rodriguez.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Rodriguez, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, you know, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Fielder, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Got him looking for the K. And they're down to their last out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Hit to right, and that should do it. That's the ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these pitchers it really came down to a few key at bats. This was a fun one to watch.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the United States taking on Indiana. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And on the mound today, Tarek Skubal. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. In the air, left field, down the line. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Now the third baseman, Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Carroll snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Rafael Devers up to hit.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Strikes him out with 103. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod on the mound. Luis Gil, what do you look for here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
That misses. And now 3-0.
3-0.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Now a fly ball to right center. It falls in, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And the slider just misses. Rolling aboard here at first with nobody out. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Good feed. That's 1. On to first in time. Double play. And now it's Juan Soto.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play. But right there, very well done.
Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
High fly ball out to left field. Anthony settles under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And here's the first baseman, Prince Fielder. Skubal back to work. That one fouled off. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. Did not go. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Left-hand hitter waits. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Off the plate, and the count is 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. And there are 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr. Hard hit to third. Throws to first, and they take care of Robert for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. And now Corbin Carroll. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That's a strike.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Anthony Santander at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. That's too low. 1-2 to count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
One down, base is empty. Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now.
That ball got him. First base.
Batting 7, the shortstop.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Derek Jeter. That one's in there. 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That to right. O'Hearn brings it in, and there are 2 outs. Brian Roberts digs in now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. No, he held up. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And a swing and a miss. That's the 3rd out. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
O'Hearn.
Here's the tag, and he's out. Here's the second baseman, Junior Caminero.
Junior Caminero.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Carroll makes the catch. 2 away. So digging in, Jason Varitek.
The catcher, number 33, Jason Varitek.
And first offering is fouled off. Top of the 3rd, no score. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Popped up. Makes the catch. Inning over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Mike Piazza. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. Slider misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Hammered, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No ball.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
That's inside.
Inside. Now 1-2. Fly ball to right. O'Hearn squeezes it, and there's one down. Here is Aaron Judge. He hit into a double play his first time up. On the ground, 2-ball. Jeter over to second, and they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the third. As we go to the top of the fourth, now the left fielder, Roman Anthony. Anthony measures 6 feet 2 inches, only 20 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2022.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now the number 2 hitter. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Counts 1-0.
High fly ball out into left center field. Carroll moving under it. They got it for out number 2. And here is Devers. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Bottom 4, Juan Soto now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. And that misses. Ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. This is Corbin Carroll. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one hammered. That's back there. Boom goes the dynamite. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. And now the first baseman, Anthony Santander, doubled his first time. Fouled off left side. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's inside. And that one is lifted in the air. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Stanton.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Prince Fielder. Skubal back to work. And that is out of play.
Well, these guys just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Over to first, 1 away here in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Stanton hauls it in, 2 away.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Robert, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
0-1.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And he's out on the tag. That's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Just off the inside edge. Line to left. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
The batter, number 1.
And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Brian Roberts. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
You know, this group of hitters doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep.
Fielder to second, on to first, double play.
I think some double play turns are almost poetic, and a 3-6-1 is one of those that can just look so clean. It's really easy to mess it up if the pitcher doesn't get there in time or there isn't good communication with the first baseman. But right there, they nailed the execution.
Now batting, number 17.
Here's the third baseman, Scott Rowland. Ball 1, no strikes. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Piazza off of first with 2 away. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Top 6. Now it's the second baseman, Junior Caminero. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing.
Triple digits on that last pitch. Next to hit, Jason Varitek. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. So up next, Roman Anthony. Fouled off. He was late. With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one misses, And 1-1. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Grounder might be 2. To Jeter.
Got him.
Double play.
He's out.
They can't seem to break through. Inning over. And we're back. Aaron Judge at the plate.
The designated hitter, Aaron Judge.
That one in triple digits.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Ball 1.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Check swing, but he went too far, and it's 0-2.
2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Inside, ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 3-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Corbin Carroll. He's already homered in this game.
Carroll.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And a seed into center. That's a base hit.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And there's a ball. Carroll at second with 2 down. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Down the third baseman, number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. Makes the grab, 1 down. And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So 2 down now, and here is Prince Fielder. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
now
off
here's
for
Giancarlo
Indiana,
Stanton.
the right fielder.
This is a
Giancarlo
true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when
now pitching,
a new arm into the game, the righty, Craig Kimbrell.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one hammered center field. That's back. And boom goes the dynamite. He sends it out of here, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0. Stepping in, Derek Jeter. Hit on the ground to short. Whips it across, and one away in the bottom of the seventh. Here's the second baseman, Ryan Roberts.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
There's the strike. Off the mark there, and the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. Now it's going to be Mike Piazza. He's 2 for 2.
Piazza.
That misses the zone. Ball 1.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it,
throws across the diamond. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. We go to the 8th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter. Now pitching, Jeff Hoffman.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
2 strikes.
First out in the top of the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Robert at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 down, bases empty. Now a chance for Ryan O'Hearn. On the ground, right side. Santander takes it to the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Scott Rowland.
Third baseman, number 17.
Kimbrell back to work. Fought off foul. That one way outside. 1-1. And misses inside. And now it's even up.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside. It's Aaron Judge now. First pitch, not close. And Judge spoils that one. Pitch misses there. 2-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Judge waits. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that
Count is
just
3-2.
misses. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. O'Hearn makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is
Now
empty.
batting,
Here's the left fielder, Juan Soto. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. And that's in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
0-2.
Next
Ball
offering
1.
upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. O'Hearn puts it away, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Junior Caminero. First
Ball
pitch
1.
doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
He was late there, strike 1.
Instead of
1
letting the
ball,
hitter
1
get his
strike.
arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Good job to fight that one off. Upstairs. And it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting.
That one ripped. Fair ball.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Okay. Swings through it for strike
1's
1.
the count.
The tying run at the plate. That one the other way. Throws to first in time. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Manny Ramirez. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and 1 gone. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. And that one misses up and in. And that is ball 1. In the air, right side. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. And here is number 4. Tap foul at the plate. Tying run at the plate. They're down to their final strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gap.
Ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these pitchers it really came down to a few key at bats. This was a fun one to watch.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.